What is up, ladies and gentlemen of YouTube? Wes Björnsson here representing Country Crush. Welcome to The Grip, where we talk about arm wrestling, strongman, and powerlifting. Let's get into it. What's going on, guys? Today we're going to talk a little bit about the Kentucky States with Steve Pettis. It's a tournament that just happened like 2 days ago, I think. It's a big tournament here in Kentucky. I'm going to show you some of the cool things that happened there. We're going to talk about some of the cool things. But also that's going to lead us into a topic that I think is really important, especially for new guys, but sometimes vets can forget about this too. But before we talk about any of that stuff, let's get into Kentucky States with Steve Pettis. This was a really cool event for me, for more than just normal reasons. So I won first place left. So that was really cool. I got to host the Country Crush deadlift comp, which was the first time I'd ever done it. I think it's the first Country Crush deadlift competition that's ever been. There were a few hiccups. I had some misunderstandings about the rules, but overall it was a really cool event. One world record was beaten, and one world record was set. The one that was beaten was Josh Reichert with a lift of 318 with the Monster Crush handles. That big 3-inch fucker. And the one that was set was Brennan Sellers, and he set it at a weight of 156. He lifted 238 pounds with the Monster Crush. That's insane to me. So good job, both of you guys. It was really cool to be there for that. Also, there was a Killer King of the Table tournament that I got to see. Sonny Gay. He was never even on my radar. But apparently, he's got a hit like a fucking truck. So that was really cool to watch. Dalton Allen did a killer job, man. Went through everybody in the house pretty much. It was just, overall, the King of the Table was really cool to watch. But something happened to me there that meant way more to me than winning first place or being part of the Country Crush thing. And in order to tell you about that thing, I have to first tell you this mini story. You see, when I was first starting arm wrestling, I came from strongman, BJJ, and powerlifting. But I had a really bad injury. I had to have a complete knee replacement in my right knee, and I had put on a bunch of weight. So when I came into arm wrestling, I was just the fat kid that nobody gave a shit about, you know what I mean? But nobody had faith in me. I just looked goofy. That was until my very first arm wrestling tournament, where granted, I was an outcast still, even at this tournament. I also got flashed by a 165-pound guy. That will never leave my mind. But the most important thing that came out of that first tournament wasn't watching the other pullers. It wasn't a lesson I was taught on the table. The most important thing that came out of that first tournament was my first high-level guy kind of acknowledged my existence. This is Matt Taylor. He's also called Armbender Matt. Dude has won a ton of titles, in this region especially, but everyone in the state of Indiana kind of knows who he is. He's one of the stronger guys in this region. He, for whatever reason, started coaching me. Only online, mind you, but still giving me pointers. We'd meet up for practices every, 6 months, or a tournament here or there. We'd bullshit around, talk the sport. He was the first pro that gave me any faith in myself. I told you guys all that to tell you this. The most important thing you can do in arm wrestling, in my opinion, especially if you're just starting out, is to set goals for yourself. I just feel like you're going to progress 1,000,000 times faster than if you were to just go to the gym, walk through the routines and not pay attention in your head, and then when you get home, like, you don't even think about it. You just start watching a movie or fucking your wife, whatever it is you do at home. If you're chasing somebody, if there's somebody in your mind that you need to beat, you're going to progress quicker. You're going to be a stronger version of you. And it's going to happen so fast, it's insane. Now, it is very important to set reasonable goals for yourself. If you've never arm wrestled anybody in your life, and you get into the sport and you set a goal to beat Dave Chafee within your first year of arm wrestling, you're going to be very disappointed. And believe it or not, I'm pretty sure that leads to a lot of guys quitting. I think that they get discouraged because they've set their minds too high, or they didn't come in with a goal in the first place. They're just kind of floating. They're just kind of there. It's good to have an attainable goal that is very high, but would not break the space-time continuum if you actually fucking did it. Anyway, 2 days ago, at the Kentucky States with Steve Pettis, I achieved the very first goal I ever set for myself in this sport. And I beat Armbender Matt. I even told him after the match, I was like, I think I'm gonna cry. I think I'm getting emotional. He was like, don't be a pussy. Rightfully so, to be fair. And I'm sure now that I'm making this video and I'm putting our match out in Front Street, I'm sure he's gonna come back bigger and stronger and just fucking smash through my face. Which is cool, that'll give me more to work for. But yeah, beating him was one of the biggest things that's happened to me in the sport. Take away all the state titles, all the championships, all the medals, all that bullshit. This was the thing that I was very first excited about, that kept pushing me and driving me. And to have accomplished it means a lot to me. Set goals for yourself, guys. When you attain a goal, set a new one. Keep setting goals, keep getting better, keep becoming a stronger version of you, and I promise you will progress way quicker than you would if you didn't take that route. Thanks for watching, guys. This is a short one, but I feel like it's very important. I feel like new guys really need to hear this piece of information more than they even need, like, practical advice on pronation and supination and all that bullshit. I think mindset is the most important thing you can have. You break your arm, you get back in. As soon as you're healed up, you get back on the table. You slow your way back into it. Never fucking stop, and you will be what you want to be. You will achieve those goals that you set, but you have to set the goals first. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. I'm Wes Björnsson. This is The Grip, and I hope to catch you next time.